How's that crazy looking guy? You got this model look. And you got that banding up on top. This kind of, look like a, well, I don't want to say what it looked like, what I thought it looked like, but yeah, you can kind of see it from the outside that, this must have been the interior part here, and then this nice banding on the outside. That will make some nice cabochons there. Oh, that's just crazy looking. Perfect size for a cabochon too. Make a nice necklace, too big for a ring. Unless you got some really big Paul Bunyan hands. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Rock Room. Thanks for joining in. Boy, it should get cold outside and a bunch of snow. It's the first snow of the year. It's supposed to get below zero, which is normal for Wisconsin, but took a long time coming this year. Got a few things dug out of storage. I got some of my rock tumblers dug out. I got a couple started right now with some rainbow petrified wood in one of them. I got some other ones with some Lake Superior agates. Throw some other stuff in there. Some of them I use just for roughing the outside up to look at what I have on the inside. And other ones to do, of course, the polishing for just little polish rocks, give away to people. So let's look at some, I'll show you some stuff, some of them Lake Superior agates before I throw them in. Another tumbler I got going, or I will be starting. And then I'll show you some recent cuts I had done. And we'll go from there. So thanks for tuning in. Some of these Superior agates, they're just look like average, ordinary beach rocks. You probably walk by these all day long. But this one I happened to get lucky and see an open end on there. And you can just ever so slightly see that banding. Let me get that little wet again. Oh, focus. You can see that banding in there. It's got lots of fortification banding. Got some red going on in there. So we'll tumble this, get this outer skin off of it. Maybe expose this end a little bit better to see what's in side, and then we can, because it looks like there's, whoop, oh, wrong way, sorry. But if you look close enough, there's a little beauty hiding in there. Same thing again here. Just the, what do you say, just the average, looks almost like a piece of quartz or something that you just think milky quartz, but you get that little bit of opening in there. And there's banding in there. This is just a normal plain quartzy one though. It's big old calcite pocket in there. So this one we probably won't tumble. Okay, here's another one. You say it's amazing that these Superior agates were, boy, the outside you just couldn't tell nothing. You're actually looking for the whoa. You're looking for the translucency. You can see that. That's kind of, whoa, oh, I don't know what's going on there, but it's pretty translucent. That's what you're looking for to help you find these on the beach. Look at the fortification banding going on in that one. Wow, that's a nice rock. Again, here's another one. Just looks like a little piece of quartz. And you can kind of see some banding going on there. See that banding in there. This is pretty typical of the superior agates. You get a lot that don't have color, but then you have a few that do, and of course the candy stripers are the prize of everybody. That's the red and white striped ones. So, but you know, plain little agate here. Again, here we go. Just a couple little hints that there might be something in this. Real hard to tell. This one I'll probably tumble just to get another peek and see what this guy's got hiding in there. But definitely an agate. There's another typical one. Now this one's kind of almost kind of look like a jasper more than anything on the outside, other than its translucency. And it's got some little bit of banding. Pretty good banding there. Like I say, it's a good polish to see what this is. And what's nice about this one, you got a very little bit of calcite in the middle there. So this one is okay to polish or tumble because there's not much of that. You're not going to wear off the skin, which is your fortification on there. So this is a good candidate for tumbling. This little guy here, kind of see some dots and some eyes on there, but oh, look at that green in there. Green, some red. Now this one, you know, maybe a week just to get some of this rough skin off here to see what these eyes are. But any bit more than that, you'll lose this whole edge, the agate part of it, and that's all you'd be left with. This is greenish calcite. So you'd lose the better part of the rock, maybe. And there's a little guy here too. So it kind of look like a piece of jasper, but you know, it's an agate. It's got some good. You say this, the center, which is always the softer material. When you tumble this will eat away out of here. You're just left with this agate. But again, pretty plain, not a lot of color, but definitely some good fortification banding in it. Now you got this guy, kind of looks more like a moral mushroom, but when she was broken open, you can see there's quite a bit of banding going on in there. Zoom in a little bit. Lots of fortification banding. Nothing for color though, but you know, nice little agate. Now this little guy here. And here's one with a little bit of color. Not so much fortification, big pocket in the middle. But a little bit of red. Alright, but I say big pocket in the middle, so don't know what we'll do with that one either. And there's a little tiny little guy. Again, you can see the translucency, and you tend to have all these little pock marks in there. But this is a pretty nice one. That's some pretty nice looking fortification banding in that. Small little calcite pocket in the middle. Good candidate for tumbling. Another little guy. Let's see. Didn't think much of it, but look at that. Pretty good fortification banding going on in there. Solid agate all the way through. And these are definitely small, but after I suppose of 100 years of picking up agates on Lake Superior shorelines, there's not a lot of opportunity for big ones left. They still find them in whoa, lost some focus here, hold on. Alright, so like I say, after so many years of picking these things, there's not a lot of big ones left. They find the big ones in the road cuts and stuff like that. Some new things, some quarries and stuff like that, farm fields. Wow, that's a nice one there, huh? Wow, would you look at that banding. Almost hypnotic. So, like I say, all these little ones are still around. Big ones are harder to find, but you can. I even hear people dive on the bottom of Lake Superior and mainly Lake Superior, and get these big ones too. But I don't scuba dive, so maybe at some point I'll take up the hobby. Although I have enough hobbies. Pretty little guy there. This one's a little bit bigger. Might have some color in it, maybe not. Probably not. Just another fortification banding. Got some iron staining there. Probably just on the outside. Doesn't look like much is getting on the inside, but definitely good fortification banding. Now this guy was a pretty lucky find. Kind of looks like a jasp agate. Oh. Let's see if we can get her to focus here. Oh, totally lost it here. Hold on. Come on. So it looked like a jasp agate. Lots of color. But that's what they call a jasp agate. Pretty colored jasper on the outside. A little bit of banding going on. Big pocket of calcite there. But this is a nice looking rock. Though be it small, this is kind of typical of what you find. Just mainly this whole calcite pocket. Little bit of edging going on. Little dog hair going on. I think that's petrified dog hair though. So again, very little skin. Let me zoom out a little bit there. Very little skin. Lots of this inside soft stuff, breakaway. Again, questionable on what you want to do with it, but you pick it up anyhow. Here's some more of them. They say they're, you just pick up everything you see. That kind of looks like an agate. Tumble it, see what happens. See if it's worth anything or not. I got a bunch more in the bin here, so I'm going in some tumblers right now. So we'll tumble a bunch of these up, take off that first skin, and see what they look like. You never know. Here's some of my newer cuts here. Definitely see some banding going on in this top part. Center part's pretty plain. Definitely some banding. We'll, you see there was nothing too impressive to see what might have been going on in there. Most of this is pretty gnarly. You could kinda see a little banding going on in there. Oh, this is the part that was exposed to the surface. Or maybe this part was real weathered, real dried out looking. Yeah, this guy is real plain. You can see a little translucency there down the bottom. It's got this pink, doesn't look pink here, but this is a pink band going right through the middle. But it can, just if you look on the outside of the rock, it's just barely on the bottom, so most of this rock's going to be this white chaffy color with this gold. Okay, another one here. I'd say nothing too spectacular on the outside, just pretty jaspery looking. It has a kind of an interesting center here. This is kind of one where I usually find the agatization going on. Wasn't any agate in this slice, but there's a lot more slices on here to check out. Now this rough looking guy, again, you can see the red and gold, iron staining obviously. You can see the rough surface. It gets that kind of that white skin to it. Little crystal vog there. It's wet, but that's got some good crystal in there. But look at that plumy looking agate in there, huh? Look at them little agates in this thing. Just everywhere is that little agate banding going on. The agates. Agate. This whole thing is just one. Either, see there's another crystal pocket there, crystal vog. Either it's just one giant agate with strange looking agatization, otherwise it's a cluster of 50 agates, or maybe, you know, in the whole rock. Maybe it's a cluster of 500 baby agates. But there are fortification banding agates everywhere in there. But on the outside, well, you'd have a hard time telling. Zoom out a little bit there. You'd have a hard time telling anything. If that was a rock, that would just look like an ordinary average rock just laying on the ground. Wouldn't give that a time of day. And I picked up enough of these. Obviously, if you've seen a little crystal pocket in there, that would be kind of giveaway. But this was exposed, so they're pretty smooth down, not like the one on the inside where the crystals are pretty sharp. This next one here, again, pretty rough. You can. This one I was able to tell because the smooth weathered surface, soil doesn't seem to stick to it. I mean, they can get dirt on them just like anything else can, but you know, the soil doesn't really like stick. It's too smooth. There's nothing to get a bite into it. But again, I cut this one open and look at that. Where did that blue come from? I don't know. Got some good pink banding, little agate going on there. Little vog there. Blue thunderstorm right there. Zoom in on that area there. Oh yeah, look, it's a little rain dancer. Trying to get a storm to come. Now this one kind of looked like one of the conglomerate looking ones. You can see a lot of little stones going on. And that's kind of what the inside looks like. Same thing, where it might be, I zoom in, right there's a little agate, right? There's some agate. Crystals. Look kind of conglomerate looking. Now this one was kind of cool right away when I found it with this all this white veining is all over on it. Pretty neat. You could even see some agate going on there. No, I'm not shaking. I got a big machine sitting next to me vibrating here, but cut it open. Oh, there's a crystal pocket there. Very translucent there in the center. You can see some nice looking agate. Lots of pluming going on. I can't show you the depth because if I turn it too much, you're just going to see glare. But it's a real nice rock. This will make some good slices. But again, with this white, this white skin. And here's another one. Just a big little, or I should say not big, but a little, real rough looking. And then wow, look at that on the inside. Golds, some red, pinks, peach coloreds. Then you go to that blue and purple and black. This little crystal vog in there. That's pretty sharp looking. This one here, not much, couldn't tell much. And then you got it on the edge, it's like, oh yeah, you could see that could be something going on in there. Sure enough. A whole lot of craziness going on in there. Pretty nice. Oh, it does have this fracture going right there. This isn't a fracture here. This is probably, or maybe it was an original one or a hairline, but I'll have to cut that and see what happens. I'm also, a lot of these crusts I cut off, the little top little plate I cut off of these, I'm going to break some of those apart and tumble those, see what those look like. I'll show you what they look like polished. First it'll take a few weeks or a few months depending on how rough they are. But with that, I'll leave you back to your lives, and hope you enjoyed anything I might have showed you today. I know I did. Thanks for watching.